Hello, Molly.
Hello.
So
Hi.
I like the background. Are you somewhere new or just changing it up?
We're traveling a little, so we're at Will's parents right now. So
Nice.
had a
You
little
like,
ambiance.
I was gonna say,
Oh, look at
something new
that.
stuff.
See, I don't have the background budget that Leviathan does, but
So
maybe I'll get
this,
there.
yeah, so we are upgrading to another table when we do shows, and we have a couple shows coming up. So we decided we needed either a bigger banner or like we're gonna do two thin banners on
Mhm.
like and like spread it out. So this is one of the two new banners that we got, and it's
It
advertising
looks so
Partho,
good
and
though.
it's really cute.
It looks so good.
Steven, my husband, designed it. And yeah, so now I've been wondering why he just left it up in the living room, and it makes sense now that he wanted it for
He's
branding.
planning.
It makes yeah. So I'm gonna adjust a little bit because I feel like I'm looking way off to the side. Sorry about that. But yeah, we do have a lot of shows coming up, and I figured you're going to be at some of those as well. And a lot of people that are going to be in the comments tonight, I know have been talking about all the shows they're excited about. So that's something I definitely wanted to talk about tonight.
Absolutely.
And I know you have an exciting plan for us as well. Would you like to tell everybody?
So I have roped in my lovely boss, the man, the myth, the legend himself, Patrick. So we can
That's
get
great.
him.
Get
Oh,
off
there
your
he is. Look at
phone.
that. Get off your phone. You need to
He's
be ready.
muted and on his phone. Steven, throw him
Oh,
away.
it's the worst guest ever. Um, we're gonna test Patrick's knowledge today on his. I want to see how much of a
Yeah.
millennial Patrick is. Oh,
I
he's
can't
muted.
unmute. I can't unmute him because
Hold
he
on.
chose to mute
Wait,
himself.
I didn't mute myself. That's so weird.
Oh, you so did.
Y'all didn't even hear the joke. Damn it. Okay.
No.
Anyway, it's fine. That was deliberate. I played on my phone on purpose. It was funny. If y'all had heard what I said.
Oh, okay.
No,
Boo.
what did
All
he
right.
say?
Well, this is a great start, anyways.
This is a good
Welcome
start.
to
Hey guys.
bonus Partho, everybody.
Hey.
Yes. So a bonus episode this month. We normally try to hit the last week of the month, but it's a 5-week month and I missed Molly. So
I'm glad somebody does.
and then Steven went on
Alright.
True Trust, and I felt like he was getting all the attention. So I said,
He
let's
was.
do-
Did you see all the the YouTube comments were like, "I love Steven. Like, we need more
Yeah.
Steven." I was
I
like,
know
"I'm
I
getting
commented
replaced
5
like
of
as I
those.
speak."
There was a lot of very positive response to that episode. We might
Do you feel
need
like-
to replace Steven with Molly, or Molly with Steven a couple more times. Molly,
Okay.
look.
No, it's just business.
I can't even win.
Courtney, how was your week?
I had a great week. Kind of a stressful week at work, but with snakes, it's been really smooth. So we recently hired Cameron from Rodents and Royals to come over and help us with snakes and rodents, and that has just made such a huge difference just on like keeping on top of
Nice.
things for us. He's Chase, please,
Yeah.
embarrassing me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Cameron is really great. He's 19, but he is like is super good at everything. So he we had mostly finished our rodent room. Like we'd put up all the insulation, but we hadn't quite put up, we did pegboard instead of drywall out there, and we didn't finish,
Gotcha.
we didn't finish like the ceiling. But we have like a big miter saw up in the ceiling, up in the attic, and so I was gonna like get down the giant miters, and he like brought his handsaw, and him and Steven cut up the pegboard and threw it all up the other night. And so that was just a huge help. Keeping on top of things. We got a new rodent rack, so
Yeah.
got to unload that in the rain. And
Fun.
we're just kind of keeping on top of things and making sure this is when things get really busy for us. I know that Patrick, you might not have had but maybe like 2 or 3 clutches so far this year.
Yeah.
But we're up at like we're up at like 15, so
Whoa, 15.
It's getting hot and heavy over here.
I can't imagine what that would be like.
Yeah, it's tough, but the thing is we want to make sure we're able to feed all of our snakes, so we're making sure we got rodents going, and this has been a really good year for us for like feeding hatchlings. A lot of times we have to buy like hopper mice and feed a lot of more frozen thawed more often, but this year we've just had like a super steady supply, so that's been really great. But yeah. What about you, Molly? How has your week been?
Oh, I'm just so out of my routine. So we've been here for like about a week and a half. And I'm just like out of my routine right now. So, but it's fine. It's just what you got to do. But yeah, so I've been laying out by the pool a lot because there's a pool. So
Good to know she's by the
very
pool and not
nice.
working. That's good.
It's
Okay.
been nice. All right.
Speaking
Cool it.
of, well, I guess.
Turn it down.
Oh no, I thought you were done. I'm so sorry. Go ahead, keep going.
Oh no, I was telling Patrick to tone his tune. Go ahead.
So speaking of laying out in the sun, Patrick, we're not gonna ask you about your week. I'm sorry, because
That's
I
okay.
wanted to segue into, you guys will be at Daytona next month.
You're darn tootin', we will be.
Yeah, we will.
Laying out in the sun. Are you not going, Patrick?
Oh no, I'm going. You should ask Molly where all we're going to eat, though.
I know she wants margs. That's what I've heard.
Oh, she wants margs. She wants them real
Patrick,
bad.
what I've learned today is that Patrick is a Jimmy Buffett hater, and I take that personally. So I'm really upset at Patrick today, actually.
Like you hate the man?
No, I actually am not.
I texted Andre, and I was like, I'm done. I was like, this is the final straw. I'm done.
You texted who?
The fake guy.
The guy,
the fake
yeah.
guy that,
the actor.
Yeah.
I would like it to be known, I actually have nothing against Jimmy Buffett at all.
Oh, okay.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You're backtracking.
No.
You just don't like margaritas? Tequila? You don't drink.
He doesn't want to waste away in margaritas.
You don't get a say.
Yeah, I'm just saying I don't want to go to Margaritaville. That's all.
Oh,
that's all. Yeah.
Is there a Margaritaville?
Apparently there is. There's plenty of better places to get better alcohol. It's fine. For
those in the chat that have not been to Daytona, I also have not been outside of the circle that is the hotel, the conference room. So I don't really know where anything is.
You know what, Courtney? I'll allow you to come to lunch with us. Not Steven, just you. And we'll take you to this delightful Mexican place that has the best margaritas.
Yeah.
I don't even drink and I know they're good.
It's better to watch on our channel, Banna. Thank you.
No, hold on.
What is this amateur hour? I want you to set up a computer and a phone and watch them both on. Yeah, come on, Banna.
Come on, guys. We need views on both. Subscribe on both. Mainly Chimera, but both,
Yeah, you guys have more subscribers. Let us catch up.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, more important. Go.
More importantly, Patrick is blending in with the wall right now. So this comment is super important. Patrick, please put on your sunscreen. Okay, and then also Chris comes in here and acts like Patrick has given me any kind of money. I know, and oh my gosh, now I'm reading all these comments. We've got Troy playing Love, Marry, Hate, or wait, Love, Marry. I don't remember the game, but he loves me, so
he hates me. That's I'll take that.
You'll take the L. Oh, take the L. Patrick, what does that mean?
I love one of you, one of you, hate one of you. You guys figure out. Okay, so he hates me.
I just said he hates me. You can't take that.
No. He hates me. That's for sure. He loves Molly. He likes you, Courtney. That's the system.
That hurts my feelings anyway.
But you know it's true, right?
Yeah.
Have you heard the comments he makes about Molly on Late to the Mic?
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't
know if those are out of love, though.
Might be out of just adoration.
It might just be out of lust. My mom's in the chat as well. She will also be at Daytona, everybody. So come meet my mom.
I love it.
Daytona is about 6 hours away for us. It's we really enjoy it because we kind of bring the whole family, like my mom, and we get to also enjoy the beach. We always say oh, let's go one extra day, and that way we get a beach day and then the snake days. And then what ends up happening is everybody else comes down a day early too. So me and my mom and my daughter enjoy the beach, and Steven goes around and only hangs out with snake people. So he is a glutton for social interactions, and he will stay at that show all day long. Same with Tinley. He never takes a break. I have to take a nap every time, and he just sends me back to the hotel room. And
Nice.
and I'll be like, "Hey, where are you?" He's like, "I'm at dinner with so-and-so."
Yeah, there's no napping. We're just yapping. There's no stopping at Daytona.
Oh man, I love that. If
No
Steven
napping,
plays his
just
cards right, we might let him in with the cool kids club this year.
Oh,
The
at
boys strip
Daytona
club.
too?
Yeah, I know. At Daytona.
At the boys strip club? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
What's that? What's the boys?
No, I said the cool kids club.
I heard the boys strip club. Play it back.
Where is
Courtney,
your mind?
where's your
mind at, Courtney? Come on.
Where's your mouth at, Patrick?
You don't want to know.
Oh.
No, we're good.
The strip club scene in Daytona, that is another big part of that show.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
I told you Troy doesn't love me. I'm in the hate
am
category.
I the love Troy?
Her brother broke my heart, so she's guilty by association.
Which brother?
Yeah, I'm confused. I think you broke her brother's heart. I don't think it's the other way around.
Anyways, I have a fun bit that I came up with, and I cannot wait to start.
Oh my
and
god!
Courtney, if you're okay, I would love to start this.
Please, let's do it.
So I don't think I got to explain fully. I was thinking, because my boss is the king millennial. Patrick is just all over, like the perfect picture of a millennial. And I'm thinking, what terms or phrases, because I've taught you so many, I feel like already. Like I feel like I've already given you some good vocabulary that I'm not gonna repeat.
Like skibbity toilet riz?
Oh dear God.
Yeah, like skibbity toilet riz. But I want to know if you know what you're saying or what they mean. So
okay.
Courtney and I are gonna give you some Gen Z, Gen Alpha terms, and I want to see if you know what they mean.
Included.
One quick moment. Courtney, are you Gen Z or Gen Alpha? Or are you a millennial with me?
I'm also a millennial. I was born in 94.
But
I'm hip and cool.
Yes, Courtney's on it. Like she knows.
I'm sorry. When did you say you were born?
94.
God, I'm so fucking old. Okay.
Yeah, you are. So
it's
anyways,
embarrassing.
King millennial.
Oh my God. My youngest sister is Molly's age, so she keeps me young. Actually, I called her before this to get the scoop.
Oh my God.
And I didn't like any of the words she gave me. I was like, that's not slang. That's just obscene. Okay.
My youngest sister was born in 2000. And so occasionally I get some of the anyway. All right.
Molly. So yeah, my youngest sister. You have a sister born in 2000 as well?
Yeah.
Oh. I just never. I assumed you didn't have any siblings. I just thought you were your own entity. I never really thought about it, to be honest.
You're your own LLC.
You have parents?
I have parents. I have 3 younger sisters.
Jesus Christ, really?
Yeah, I have 3 younger sisters.
I had no idea.
They are all super successful and way smarter than me, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is.
See that.
Yeah, way smarter. So anyway, good talk.
Failure. All right.
Yeah, I am the failure. It's fine.
Okay. The first term that I want to give you. Please explain in the context of Gen Z or Gen Alpha. We're gonna do both. Ohio.
Ohio?
Ohio.
My stepson hit me with that one the other day.
Can you use it in a sentence, please?
I can. Hold on.
What's its country of origin?
What? Okay, I'll wait till we're done here.
Okay. Her gat is so Ohio.
Her gat is so Ohio. Yeah. Ooh, Ohio's got to be lame then. It's got to be lame, like not cool.
Say the Skibidi Ohio. We got some Gen Alpha parents in the chat.
What?
So that's your like.
Yeah, is it lame? Like it's not cool? Like no one likes it?
Yeah, it's like cringy. That was good.
I am shocked you knew that.
That was good.
My stepson the other day is like, Look, Chris is so old, he doesn't even know the difference between Gen Z and Gen Alpha. Oh my God.
To be fair, Chris probably is still calling Gen Zers and Gen Alphas millennials, so it's fine.
So my stepson the other day, he goes, why do they call it Ohio? And I was like, the Ohio River. And he's like, what? And I was like, yeah, the Ohio River. Ohio's named after the Ohio River. It was like an indigenous name for that river, and they gave it. And he's like, why don't people like it? And I was like, what's wrong with Ohio? And he's like,
what's wrong with Ohio?
He's like, what do you know? And then now he's confused. I'm like, are you talking about Ohio, the state? And he's like, never mind. And I was so lost. I felt like such an idiot.
I mean, yeah, it also just kind of checks out. Like, if you're going to use a state as like the lame word, it would be somewhere in that region,
Idaho.
right?
Like Ohio, yeah. Ohio's a good one.
Ohio, Iowa, Indiana, like just one of those middle region states.
Hey now.
Yeah.
Evansville specifically, it's fine. Next. All right, so
the Midwest is heavily represented both in the chat and in our lives. And as much as I hate the gray skies of Illinois, we got to be nice to these people.
Oh, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I apologize.
The heart of the... I'm going to disagree that Ohio is the heart of the nation.
Agreed.
I'm going to hard disagree with that.
Molly, we may not agree on anything food related, but I'm going to agree with you on this.
Okay,
all right, what do we got next?
Are you ready for your next term?
Yeah, that's 1 point.
That is 1 point.
Yeah, you did get a point.
Okay. Mewing.
Mewing? Oh, man. Okay. Is this anything like mildly Pokemon related?
Absolutely not.
Oof, I'm out then. Mewing.
Mewing.
I feel like if you use it in a sentence, that gives away the meaning.
Yeah.
What
is? I just want your guess. Like
what mewing?
What comes to mind? Not. I know Mewtwo probably comes to mind, but like.
Well, there's like a Pokemon called Mew, and that's like
there's
what.
Mew and
yeah, there's Mew, which is like a cute, tiny, like flying Pokemon that's all powerful. So is mewing like maybe like if we're gonna go possibly Pokemon related, I'd say it's somebody trying to be cute and like, yeah, just cute. That's all I got.
That's pretty. You know what? Can I give half points? That's like pretty cool. Like that's.
Molly, you made this game up. You can.
I'm gonna give you half points because like mewing is like, it's like you do a certain thing like with your tongue and it like makes your jawline like. It like makes your jawline like real sharp. So like when you're mewing, you like look good. So yeah, I'm gonna give you a half point.
There we go.
I'm gonna give you a half point for that one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you ready?
No.
For your next one. Gat.
Gat? Oh, that's a gun. No.
Well, times have changed, Patrick.
Times have changed. Wait.
What is a gat?
Oh wait, hold. Gyat or gat?
Gyat.
Gyat. Gyat.
Gyat.
I got nothing, kids. I got nothing. Gyat the out of here? I don't know. Oh my god. Why do we have
it? No, go ahead.
No, I got nothing on this. Gyat.
You have to take a guess. You got it.
I did. I said gun. It's clearly not a gun.
Nope, that's wrong. It's
good guess.
It's a It's a tush. It's a tushy.
A tushy?
It's what you might refer to as cake.
Yeah, like
she's got cake.
Yeah, I'm familiar with cake.
Yeah.
Why are we? Cake is so easy to say. Why are we going to gyat? What happened?
When Steven and I first started dating, he hit me with, what is the etymological reasoning behind the term for cake meaning a woman's rear end? And we broke up.
That makes sense. That checks out.
We've got some good terminology in the chat, honestly.
This is great.
Patrick, I've got one for you. What do you think this means?
Okay.
Carfax or it didn't happen?
Carfax or it didn't happen? Is that like screenshots or didn't happen? No.
Is it? Yeah, I don't know.
Is that a hook? Is that hookup lingo?
Is that like lingo?
Yeah. Is that like when you're with all your buds and they're like, "Oh, you did not hook up with her. Like, I need something." No. Okay.
Okay. We got a middle school teacher in the chat. That makes sense. Amelia's not here, but she would also be good at these, I assume. Yeah, no, it means Pixar didn't happen.
Yeah, that's okay. All right. It's just updated.
We also like to say, show me the Carfax.
Okay, but why would we go like Carfax? I feel like is older than like the whole idea of like Pixar didn't happen. So why are we going back in time on this terminology?
I'm sorry. Do you think that people don't use Carfax anymore?
No, I know they do. You know what? Whatever. It's
When's the last time we bought a car? Do they not have Carfax on your McLaurin there, Patrick? You bought that new?
My McLaurin?
McLaren. Look, one time when I was a little kid, I was like, what's the difference between a Catholic church and a Lutheran church?
A Lutheran.
And my parents have never let me live that down.
Yeah, McLaren. A little bit different than McLaurin. It's fine.
McLaurin. What's the Back to the Future guy?
What DeLorean.
DeLorean. You know what? I was mixing the two of them up.
You did. You got them mixed up. One's like 30,000 and the other's like 300,000, but basically the same.
There's no difference. No, it's
basically the same.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
This one. Okay. This one might be a little tricky.
Yeah.
Aura.
Okay. That's one I don't get, Molly.
Aura.
Can I phone a friend?
No.
Okay.
Please ask Chase.
Yeah, I kind of.
Ask Chase. Yeah, you can call Chase. Okay, you can call Chase.
Hold on.
Aura.
Like, what is going on? Who comes up with these things? Like, aura. Like, hold on. I hope.
Hello?
Chase, you're on the show. What does aura mean?
Like, you mean like a glow around something? Like something has an aura?
So I would think that as well, but they both are looking at us and laughing at us like it's funny. So, you know what? I'm using my phone. My phone a friend was Chase, and we're gonna submit aura as our final answer.
Well, aura is the question, not the answer.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna submit that it's a glow about someone is aura as the final answer.
No.
Oh, we're wrong, Chase. We lose.
Of course we are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go be a boomer somewhere else.
Yeah, go be a boomer. This is rough for everyone. It's fine. I'll call you after the show. Love you. Bye.
We won't, Jason.
We'll get to Riz.
Okay,
but I feel like Patrick knows Riz, so I was kind of like...
I got all the Riz. Don't worry.
Okay.
So no, he doesn't know that word.
Aura is like Aura is like someone is like, I'm gonna put it in your terms, like someone's cool. Like they like have the aura. Like somewhat like we'll talk basketball terms. Like I would say Tyrese Halliburton has has aura.
Of course you would. The guy that can't even talk in a normal voice. It's fine.
So the way I always hear it is like having aura points. So like, oh, how many aura points did I lose when I blah 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 blah?
Yes.
And talk about something embarrassing that you
did.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Let's give Patrick a slam dunk. Patrick, what is Riz?
Riz, is that not charisma?
Well, the way you said it made it seem like
cool.
you weren't sure.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Okay, now what's the Rizzler?
The Rizzler? That's a dude with a lot of charisma, right? I mean, he's risen hard.
Yeah, I feel like these have been mostly Gen Alpha terms. I think Patrick might be hip with all the Gen Z ones.
I feel like Patrick does know the Gen Z terms.
Do I?
Like if you look up a list, it's like it's normally like snatched or like finna.
Finna.
Yeah.
I would know more Gen Z terms right now because of the students in the lab I've trained have been more in the Gen Z. We're just now starting to get Gen Alphas in the lab.
I am just chronically
I don't
on
believe
the internet.
you.
What do you mean?
How young are people that you teach? I thought you taught college.
Yeah, isn't Gen Alpha, aren't they like 18 to 20 years old now? Or is that still Gen Z?
We just talked about this.
I missed
Thank
it.
you,
I'm
Steven.
sorry. Gen Alpha is 13 to present. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't
like
realize.
11-year-olds.
Okay, I thought they were older than that.
I don't know. I thought you were teaching middle school.
Olds up in the lab.
Yeah, no, we don't get many 14, 11 to 14
I feel like we need to do like Gen Alpha. I'm just so chronically online that
you feel like they've become Gen Z terms.
I just know, yeah. Like, okay, ready? Patrick, what is mother?
Mother?
You're mothering. I told you this once.
Oh yeah, no.
You should know this.
Yeah, you told me mothering. Isn't that like hovering, like constantly? No, nothing.
That's just
Okay, I don't know. I'm sorry.
That wouldn't
You
be
know
slang,
this.
Patrick. That's the literal definition of mothering.
I know, but
Is
based
mothering
on how
watching your children? Is that what that is?
I told you because one day I literally called Patrick and sometimes I just want to get a rise out of him. Like I'll call him and be like, today's the day. And I was just like, you're mothering so hard right now. you are mother right now, Patrick.
I got nothing,
You're
guys.
slaying.
I'm slaying.
That's
Yeah.
what that you're slaying. You're mothering.
Slaying.
So we have like a.
Oh, that's
a
right.
really,
We're taking that word back. I remember now.
we have a really tall armoire in our room, and my cat likes to jump on our bed frame and then get up on top of the armoire, and then we have to get him down because he can't jump back onto the bed frame. And the other night, and so I've put things to block him, right? But he jumped on top of those, knocked them all down the other night, and he got stuck on top of the armoire, and he went to go jump down, like he's like getting ready to go, and I'm like rolling my eyes like, oh, let me go get this cat. And Steven's like, wait, let him cook. And then
let him cook. Yes.
And then the cat jumped from the armoire to the floor, and I made a note with Siri to tell Molly about Steven. He was just giggling in the background, like he was so proud of himself for getting that one right.
Let him cook.
Let him cook.
That is so good. Yeah, the one that I always say, we can't use it on YouTube. You're not allowed to.
No.
It's see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, we're taking that word back. Apparently,
you're serving soon. I said that to Patrick, and he was like, "Excuse me."
I was like,
"What?"
Don't get me wrong. I'll use a lot of words, but I mean, I have.
Patrick was like, "Are you supposed to say that?"
Yeah, or I thought that was the dirty word. No, we're taking that back.
You're taking that back.
Yeah, it's fine.
Courtney, did you have another word?
Yeah, codom.
Codom.
Patrick, what does codom mean?
It's when you get the express. Hold on, are we talking actually what it means, or are we talking slang? Because the ball python community would say that it's when you see the visual expression of a phenotype when you're only heterozygous for a gene, but that is distinctly not true. In actuality, codom is very different than that, where you get expression of multiple heterozygous genes at the same time. So most snakes we have are not actually codoms; they're in complete dominance, but that's neither here nor there.
It is both here and there, Patrick. This is what we're here for.
Okay. Good talk.
That took me out. Sleeper. Like
underrated. Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah.
Look at you.
That's not Gen Alpha though. That might be. Is that not millennial?
I feel like if we
I don't know.
that,
I feel like I haven't.
Like sleeper cell is kind of. Yeah.
Yeah, like that's a sleeper. He's a sleeper, like a sleeper pick. Yeah.
Okay, this one's an easy one. This is. I feel like millennials use this now a lot. T.
Oh, that's gossip.
That's Steven's favorite.
Drama. If there is one word I would know, it's that one. Come on.
Oh, I know. I should have expected that. Okay. Yeah. Phantom tax.
Phantom tax.
Phantom. FANUM. Phantom.
I'm not a phantom tax. I don't know. I got nothing.
Phantom tax.
I got nothing. Jesus Christ.
It's like someone like takes some fries. Like your friend like steals a couple fries. It's the phantom tax.
No, I thought that was just like the friend tax. Etymology?
You have the etymology behind that?
Phantom? No? Okay.
I didn't come up with these.
It was just said by like Two Turnt Tony on TikTok one day, and it is now spoken into
Patrick
existence.
Two Turnt Tony?
Ski mask girl? Two Turnt Tony? He's got goose
when he
ducks.
used to eat the raw eggs, but he doesn't do that anymore. Now he just posts annoying shit. So,
I only liked him because of the ducks. I love his ducks.
Yeah. And then he just changed. The internet changed him.
Did it? I haven't been on TikTok in a long time.
I feel like if you guys saw my For You page, you would be so confused.
Molly, we can't even begin to talk about what pops up on your TikTok right now.
There's just
that's not safe. Molly will send me pictures of like stories that pop up on TikTok, and all I can say is it worries me what she's looking at. Like honestly, her search history is a problem.
I love that level up included the T in bussin'.
Bustin. That's something else too.
Patrick knows that one because he loves to eat, so he knows when things are busting.
So mean. That's so mean. It's okay.
I always say, I told Patrick, I told you this earlier. I love this job so much because I just get to talk to you.
It's too late, Molly. It's too late.
We just get to say whatever.
Yeah, it's too late.
Oh, we have a Steven note. Steven note.
Ooh, a little ESPN action. I like it.
What can I say?
This is good.
Steven wrote, "See you next Tuesday. Why can't you say that on YouTube?" But he spelled it out SEEYOU.
You can't say the "see you next Tuesday" word.
Are
on
we
YouTube.
not allowed to say that on YouTube?
No, you'll get demonetized.
No, he doesn't know what word you're referring to.
Oh, Steven, stop it, you sweet
Steven,
child.
Yes, you do.
You sweet innocent child.
CSEEYOU.
I'm not afraid to get this episode demonetized if we need to.
No, you'll get the channel demonetized.
For one time saying it?
You can't, it's like a big YouTube no-no.
Ugh.
I don't know if it's one time, but like it's a big no-no.
Fine.
Steven literally still does not get it.
I'm gonna text him right now. Hold on. Hold on.
Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that should get you there, Steven.
If you're still confused, we can talk about it when you turn 18.
Yeah.
He gets it now, guys.
When you turn 18.
I got it. I text him.
We're
good
Jared,
now.
Appreciate that. All right.
Yeah.
Patrick, do you enjoy Molly's bullying or do you cry in the shower? When was the last time Molly made you cry? Do you think?
When was the last time Molly made me cry? Molly hasn't made me cry.
I called him a dictator earlier today. So.
Yeah.
That was over the Margaritaville incident, though.
I knew that I had struck a chord with Molly when Andre got a text, Chase got a text, and Eli all got a text. And then I received text messages from her family members letting me know that I had traumatized her. I knew that things had gone wrong. I have.
And this was all over Margaritaville?
All because, okay, to be fair, I guess we'll tell the story real fast. Yeah, Molly brought up like wanting to get margaritas at Margaritaville, and I was like, ugh, no. And she's like, why not? And I just said, Jimmy Buffett's dead.
This heartless man was just like, he's dead. We don't need to go anywhere. Like, we don't need to go to Margaritaville. He's dead.
I was just like, he's dead. I was just like, he's dead. And she just like froze up. And it was like I had murdered him in front of her. It was
so, like you just don't get to call your boss a dictator enough. Like
Yeah. No, I don't. Molly has not made me cry yet. Compared to most of my friends, she's actually pretty tame compared to the bullying I get from most of my friends. So
thank you. Let's clip that. Let's clip that.
Yeah, it's
Molly
still
tame.
Still pretty intense, me, but it's tame.
You're included in the friends.
Oh, really? Patrick's friend?
Courtney, yours is next level because early on, I wasn't always sure if you were serious or not. Like that, it was impressive. No, it was impressive how good of a liar you were. Like top notch. It was incredible.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Because
anyway.
I can't lie ever because I always have Steven in the background giggling, telling everyone she's making that up.
There was a point where we were on this random diatribe on one of the podcasts, and you were like, "Yeah, Patrick, I know. I'm finishing up my PhD," and I legit was convinced that like I just had no idea who you were as a person. It was great. It was good.
I'm working on it.
Yeah, I'm working on it. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, eventually, I'm sure.
I learned something new about Patrick every day. Like genuinely every day. I feel like I learned a new fun fact about Patrick. And then I remember he's lived like 40 more years than me, so
I've had a lot of experience. Yeah, no bullying. Molly hasn't got me to cry. I cry in the shower regularly, but that has nothing to do with bullying from Molly.
Because he has to walk past the mirror.
I don't stare into the mirrors anymore. I can't. When I do, it just makes me sad.
Yeah. His last question was, do you think Molly may have had a point?
At which point?
The last time she made you cry.
Oh, I mean, depends on what it was about. If it was about me being fat, I mean, yeah, my wife even said that.
Was
That's
it about you
neither
being a
here nor there.
dictator? What about you looking like you sell cigarettes to kids outside of a Circle K? Are you used
Yeah.
to?
Yeah, that was a rough period in time.
I feel like that was a fair point though, because like you definitely looked like that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good. That's for
I feel
sure.
like that was a fair point.
I'm shocked my wife stuck around. I'll be honest. She could have gotten out at that point. If we were relatively early in the marriage, she could have escaped.
She could have escaped.
Yeah.
You have such a gleaming personality.
Yeah, that's what I'm often accused of is the magnetic, 1,000,000-watt smile. Yes, that's what it is.
So Patrick, how many snakes did you ship this week?
37 snakes.
And where did you get all those snakes?
We found them in the backyard. Yeah, it was a bunch of gardener snakes and
Are those
mouse snakes.
But I'm not. I think this year specifically, I remember you posted like, oh, our first clutch of 2024 just landed, and we had already like had a couple, but we have way less clutches than you guys, and I was surprised that you'd had your first one so much later than us. Do you just, when you hit that first one, do you just have such a high volume that you are already like getting all these, or some of these from like last year?
Yeah, no, it's last year. We don't like if you talk about like a 12-month period of time, we're not going to sell out of every snake in 12 months. So like, we probably have 50 to 100 left at this point now from last year, maybe a little bit more. So it's pretty consistent throughout the year for us. It's just a constant flow. But yeah, so at this point though, we've had 9 or 10, maybe 11 clutches, something like that hatch already. And then, we'll have another 30 hatch within the next 2 or 3 weeks. And then it just kind of goes from there.
I think we've had 7 that have shed out, 9 that have hatched out total. So it was a very close.
Yeah, it was a very, very late season for us. Normally stuff, we'd probably be 40 or 50 clutches in hatching already. Oh, I like that. Clap, 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 clap.
I just noticed that I had these little emojis, so I clicked on it to see what they would do.
100%. There it is.
No, they're the right way for us.
Yeah, they look good for us. Yeah. Wow, this is good content right here.
You can keep going. It's okay.
Yeah.
You keep talking.
You have a snake one there, Molly?
Yes. I'm a snake.
No, but I can request one.
Yeah, request it. A mask.
Go ahead.
Anyway, yeah, so 30 something snakes, and I think that's a total of like 24, 25 boxes. So
yeah. And so you're not vending Daytona, right? You're just visiting?
No.
What shows are you
just
vending?
Yapping.
I'm just yapping.
Yapping at the Tona.
That's why Molly's paying for herself to go, because it's not a business trip. It's a weekend trip. It's good. Anyway, so Molly got awkward real quick. She's like, I hope that's not the case, because I'm not going.
She's like, I gotta change my reservation.
Yeah, real fast. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so we're vending October Tinley, and then most likely the AARPE show. I need to talk to Troy and make sure that we're still good with that. But yeah,
in Charlotte.
Yeah, in Charlotte.
Denver.
Charlotte. Denver's just, I love Denver. I love Colorado. I have no desire to trek animals out there from the East Coast. It's just too much.
No. Yeah. And I didn't realize how many people shipped their animals for shows. I thought that was like a rare thing to happen. Mm-hmm. But every person I've heard, maybe it's only because you only hear about the horror stories, but like horror story after horror story.
It's so I know a lot of people that do ship. When it works, it's great, right? But that's when it works. And depending on the value of your animals when you're shipping it, that is a significant amount of risk for, in my mind, you're not going to sell every snake you bring, right? So like if you bring 100K in snakes, a really, really good show is going to be $20,000 or $30,000. I'm not willing to risk. Yeah, I'm not willing to risk $100,000 in animals for 20 or 30K. That's just not a deal I'm willing to make.
Yeah, we shipped Monday, and Redline had their insurance. We use Redline or Ship Europe Plus, but we use Redline for the insurance. Like that's my favorite part. I like the insurance, but I also like that when there is an issue, I submit like a ticket and I say, "Hey, my package is delayed. Can you guys like make sure it's okay?"
Yeah, and they're on it right away.
Work. Yeah, and they. And
I was about to say
exactly
not sponsored, but I think.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not sponsored by them, but it's really nice just being able to because what happened Monday is there was huge storms in Illinois and it knocked out power at the FedEx location, and the gentleman who went to pick his snakes up, he didn't know where they were. I think they got rerouted to Schaumburg.
Oh, okay.
And I could just say, "Hey, Redline." Well, the road trip is sponsored by Redline. I meant the episode. The Partho is not sponsored by Redline.
Well, we could be.
Steven, this isn't about you right now, Steven. It's not about you.
Robin, if you're listening, cha-ching.
You know
I just meant this was not a plug for Redline, Steven. Way to make it seem.
Now we're going to talk about the Gray Line road trip. How about that?
Anyway, I called. Or I just sent a message because I was at work. I couldn't even call. I just sent a message. I said, can you guys find out, will these animals be delivered today? Because it's like a $3,500 box. And, there's AJ. And so they were like, yeah, we're on it. And they reached out to Alex for me. They were like, I believe so, because she said, I just spoke with Alex. He says he's already picked up the snakes. Perfect. He texted me at the same time. And I was like, oh, that was great. I didn't even have to.
Awesome.
I didn't even have to do anything. So I know a lot of people say that once you have a lot of animals that you're shipping out and you're shipping them out really frequently, that you want to do your own account because you get more discounts. But I feel like for us, having the peace of mind of the insurance, I don't think I'm ever going to give that up.
Insurance aside, because we don't very rarely do we insure a package. I would be surprised, even for the biggest shippers in the reptile world, if they were to go to Robin and talk to them about what their current discount is. I'd be surprised if Robin can't beat that. Just because Robin's getting the volume discount for every breeder that uses the company. Plus, what people don't realize is insect people probably use Redline significantly more than the reptile people even do. Some of the biggest shippers in the world are insect people.
Yeah.
What's that?
Do they need? I think. Well, no. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just so they're using Redline. I know some of Redline's biggest customers are insect people, and so we don't always include that volume when we're thinking about volume discounts and stuff when it actually does matter. So I think even as a large scale breeder, Robin probably can get pretty close, if not right at your discount. And then on top of that, you have the peace of mind of knowing, like you said, I can send an email, I can make a phone call, I can send a text message, and it'll be taken care of. And I don't have to stress about it.
And if I had to do that myself, I'd call FedEx and be like, "Hi, I can't find my package," and they'd be like, "Sorry." And I'm like, but they have this giant account with FedEx, and I imagine that gives them some pull.
Definitely. And I talked to a large breeder, ironically, about this today. And he told me the steps. And it was a multi-step process to get to a manager to supposedly put a trace on the package. And then it just didn't matter. And I was like, I also had a package get stuck last week, and I literally sent one email, and I knew everything I needed to know within an hour. So just the hassle alone, I feel, is worth it.
And I felt so bad because we specifically did not ship last week because of the hurricanes and the heat wave.
Right.
So I put him off for a week. I was like, "I'm sorry, we can't ship this week. We can't ship this. We can't ship today. We can't ship today." And he was the whole time like, "Oh, of course, whatever's best, whatever's best." And then I'm like, "Monday, insurance is back on. We're good to go. I'm super confident. Weather looks good." And then bam.
I love it.
Oh, Molly, the national anthem.
I was waiting for you guys to finish the conversation, but I think we need to talk about it because it was probably the worst rendition of the national anthem that's ever happened, literally ever.
I mean, she was drunk, so
I don't care.
But it still was the worst. She can't take back that she did the worst.
Of course not. Of course not.
Ever. I thought Fergie would always have that tier, but
don't you talk shit about Fergie. I love
No. Who was the
Courtney, no.
Who was
I
it?
know it was bad, but we don't talk about that because
Uh-oh.
Fergie is the mother.
Is it Ben Johnson? Who did the Ben Johnson had a really bad one, right?
Are we allowed to
don't
watch
remember.
these? We get copyright.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allowed to, I don't think we're allowed to put that on. So
That's so
chat,
upsetting.
if you have not seen, what's her name? Heather something?
No, it's Ingrid Andress.
Ingrid Andress. She has like
Yeah.
1 or 2 like hits.
That was the worst. I thought she was doing it on purpose.
I thought it was a joke. I thought I was watching like a TikTok where somebody was doing a voiceover and that it was supposed to be funny and then I saw it on the news and I was like, "Oh my god, that was real."
Fergie's was so bad though. Fergie's is the best because they like zoom in on the players' faces and they're all trying not to laugh like so hard, and it is the best. Also,
all right. So I pulled up
doing...
on Billboard the top 10 worst. Homegirl only comes in at number 4.
What?
Well, it's only had like 2 days to sink in.
Yeah,
but who were number 1, 2, and 3?
Cat DeLuna. Cat DeLuna.
No idea.
No idea. In 2008, once a pop newcomer with a bright.
Molly was 2 years old.
Wait, no. Did you say 2004?
2008. Okay, Roseanne Barr in 1990. That one was
okay,
bad.
but Roseanne's was a joke though. Like, isn't she a comedian? Like hers.
But I don't think
it's supposed to be.
That's not a joking thing.
It's still
like,
bad. You can't.
All right, Francis got off key. All right. It's a joke.
Fergie was number 3. Not
I don't agree with that.
As it should.
Ingrid was number 4. Michael Bolton in 2003.
Really?
Bolton. Yeah, that's interesting.
I thought he was a nice skater.
Okay.
Isn't that the name of the guy from Blades of Glory? Isn't it like Jimmy Bolton?
Yeah, Scott Stapp. That checks out.
You have no idea. People I've never heard of.
That's the lead singer of Creed. You cretins.
Oh,
Jesus.
He did the worst.
He did terrible.
No, I was thinking of his halftime show. That was
also.
best.
I don't know. Like, I don't know band member. I don't know the band members' names.
No,
like, you could have said anybody was in Creed, and I would have.
You didn't like the Creed halftime show?
The Dallas Cowboys halftime show?
You didn't like
that? They're flying through the air, Patrick.
You didn't like that?
Guys, that was terrible.
Like that?
No, it was terrible.
Oh, I don't think anybody agrees with you, Patrick. That was art. That was beautiful. That was what our country
me
needed.
So much today, and that was probably the worst. That's worse than Margaritaville. That Creed halftime show is a national
the 2001
treasure.
Dallas
That is a national
Thanksgiving
treasure.
Day Creed halftime show was art.
Anyway, guys, Partho's been great. Chimera is going to be separating from the show.
Fergie on Good Morning America, like 8 a.m. She's doing cartwheels. Have you seen that? She's like singing as she's like doing cartwheels. If no one, please go look that up.
What has happened
I wish we could watch
here?
it so bad. Fergie doing cartwheels, going whoa. She's doing cartwheels at 8 a.m. on Good Morning America.
Jim from Blade and Axe says he was at that halftime show. Jim, oh my god, it must have been amazing. I'm so jealous. That's amazing.
Patrick, you are just a hate. Here's what Patrick is. What's the word when someone just hates like everything that like others enjoy? Like if the majority likes it, like they hate it. What's the word am I looking for?
The Beatles are great.
Something like if everybody likes something, Patrick was like, ugh. Like you're such a cynicist.
That is entirely not true. It's not even close to true.
No, it's true. True. That is regarded as like one of the best halftime shows ever.
That's definitively not true.
That is so true.
Contrarian. That's a good
Contrarian. That's what I was trying to think of. Yes.
Quite contrarian. Yep. Scrooge. That's another good one.
Patrick is Scrooge.
Thanks, chat.
I also found that out today. Patrick is Scrooge.
I
can't deny it.
I can. Christmas? I can. I'm trying. I'm looking up best. I don't want just Super Bowl halftime shows. I want just halftime shows.
Super Bowl halftime. Oh. Well, any
that's so subjective.
No.
Are you looking for best or worst?
I was looking for best halftime shows.
And did Creed come up as number 1? And now you won't read it out to the class.
He won't read. He's like, oh, I can't find it. Oh, I can't find it.
Michael Jackson, Janet Jackson, U2, Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, Bruno Mars are some of the top ones. Right. Katy Perry's was a great halftime.
I don't like Katy Perry.
It's fair.
She was mean to Taylor Swift. So,
are you a Swiftie?
Girl,
She's
yes.
Millennial, anyway. Of course. There's nothing to be ashamed of that. It's good.
What, Molly? Do you hate her because she's popular, Miss Contrarian?
No, I don't hate Taylor Swift. I just genuinely cannot understand paying like a crazy amount of money to see her live.
I didn't say I did that.
No, I'm just like she just like her like her new music, like everything. I really like her older music.
Creed's performance in 2001 is still regarded as the worst Thanksgiving football halftime show, only to be topped by Jack Harlow, which is fair because his was abysmal last year.
Creed was
Patrick. Did you write that article? Anyway,
yeah, wrote by Patrick. Yeah, no,
moving on.
I just like Taylor Swift. Like, I would not regard her as like the best America's like songwriter ever. Like that's what that's what I see all the time is people like talking about her songwriting and everything. And I think her music's fine. I don't
just
think
like
she's
to
the best
listen
ever.
to. I've just got some songs I really like. So I listen to them, and I think that people who say they don't like her are just there's no reason. Honestly, there's no reason not to like people in the way that people don't like her.
Yeah,
I feel like people hate her.
It's just because she's popular. Like, she's popular right now.
And so that's my thing. Is I don't really. I mean, I'm not going crazy. I'm not spending a ton of money on her tickets. It's not the only thing that I listen to. I just like, I had a coworker that was like all like, "Oh, I thought better of you" when I
that's dumb. See, that's dumb. I just don't think that like I just wouldn't put her as like the best. Like, I think she's very popular right now, but
unfortunately,
I wouldn't put her as, like,
she is. I think she's kind of up there. She's got the money.
Put her up there. But like she's popular. But like, are you gonna put her up there with like Celine Dion and like all those people? Like,
okay,
hold
on,
like,
hold on, real fast. Are we talking about like best? Because like Ozzy Osbourne's not a good singer, but he's one of the most popular rock bands ever.
I'm gonna say talent-wise.
He's not talented. Like when you're talking about singing, Ozzy's not a talented singer.
Show? He's talented.
No, he's an incredible performer.
The way Taylor Swift dances is how I picture Patrick dancing, probably. Like the most millennial way possible.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, she's
popular. Yeah, I mean, she's super millennial. She's popular.
I feel like that's how Patrick would dance.
I'm actually a pretty good dancer.
We have a comment in the chat that was literally about what I was going to say. I was like, none of these halftime shows include marching bands. What kind of halftime shows are these? Because I was in marching band.
Yeah, good ones.
And I thought that's the only thing that people cared about for halftime shows.
No.
But apparently there's like musical guests. I haven't been to like a football game in a long time. I
love
have time.
Football games.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, guys. This has been good.
Because I'm too busy with reptiles.
Patrick, I hate you so much.
I thought Patrick was just going on for a couple minutes. I didn't know he was going to be there.
So what was your plan if I wasn't going to be here? Because was it arguing about Taylor Swift's talent?
No.
That makes sense.
No, we only did that for you, Patrick.
You know what's so funny is that like literally yesterday, I was like, Patrick, are you ready to like be bullied and everything?
Thanks,
and Patrick was like, yeah, but I think it'll be a little better since you won't be there. And I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean I won't be there? And Patrick was like, I thought you asked me to be on because you wouldn't be there. I was like, you were in such a world of hurt. Like, you were like, you didn't know what you were walking into.
I didn't. I was emotionally prepared to not have to deal with Molly today, and then she called like 27 times. It was a lot.
How many times did I call Patrick?
You only called once today, which was kind of nice. Hey, you know what? It was nice to hear from you, Courtney. It was good.
Steven, we don't need you writing for T Swift in the comments. She's popular enough.
Steven's a big Swiftie, actually.
She's popular enough. She's not Go ahead. Sorry, Patrick.
You're good. No, go ahead, Molly.
Go
ahead.
No, please.
No. It's fine. I was just gonna talk about when Courtney called, but it's okay.
I would love to hear it because Patrick answers the phone. Courtney Caps.
I was having to be
Leviathan snakes.
I was having to be very overly positive because I literally was wiping tears from my eyes from talking with my sister. So I was literally like, I'm like mid crying. You start calling, and I'm like, Rita, I gotta take this call. Call you back. So I'm like transitioning.
Send me the voicemail, Patrick.
You don't call that often, so I didn't know if it was serious or not. Yeah.
I thought you were just trying to prove to me that you had my number saved.
No.
He also does.
Are you
okay?
Do you need to take care of your family?
No. No. It was.
You don't have to talk about it.
It's okay. I mean, it's okay. So, I mean, we're gonna talk about it at the end a little bit, but so tomorrow night we're doing a Tom Harbin tribute episode on Late to the Mic. My little sister, who just graduated med school, had someone in her life very similar to what Tom was in my life, and she passed away last week. And so it was kind of that moment where I was like, I need to call and talk to her. And then it's like she's talking to me about Norma, and she's kind of tearing up and crying, and then like a story about Tom comes up, and then I start crying, and it was like this back and forth thing. And so I was like, okay, we got to get out of this cycle for a minute. Yeah, so many tears. Yeah, it was good, but no, it was good. And
then Courtney calls, he starts crying more, and he's like,
yeah.
"Oh no!"
Yeah.
Oh no!
I did think you sounded. I actually thought I had woken you up because you sounded a little gruff.
He doesn't sleep.
A little gruff. Yeah, I don't sleep, so that's fine. That's never the answer.
I was like, no, Patrick, it is 5 p.m. Please,
please wake up. No,
I don't know. You do probably take like a midday nap though. Like I feel like that's like in your schedule.
Some days I love to get like a solid like 15-20 minute nap in around 3:00 every day if I can. I try.
It's like penciled in.
Yeah, I try to. I know this is what the people want to know.
I was gonna say the Late to the Mic tomorrow night. Are you gonna have Josh on or
no? So we're gonna have Brian Potter, Justin Kabilka, JT Tomlinson, Robin Merkland, Brian Carter, and Ed and Emily from Snake Discovery. So they all are individuals that interacted with Tom on a regular basis through the show, his personal life, all of that. And the thing I'm hoping like people get from this is Tom was just a good human. And the one thing every single person you talk to that knew Tom says is how good of a person he was. He was just a nice, friendly person. The picture that Brittany Gobble took that we are using for our thumbnail and we've kind of circulated is like the perfect embodiment of Tom with that big smile and just like a glow. And so I just wanted to have people on that could talk about what it was like being around Tom at like reptile shows and just interacting with him. I did ask Josh and Alicia for permission before we did this episode. So I reached out to them and I just told them like I wanted to do the episode, but I wanted their blessing first. Yeah. And then I let them know, like, if y'all want to be involved, let me know. But if not, we're just going to move forward then after they gave us their blessing. And they didn't say, like, we don't want to be involved, but it felt very clear that for now, like, they're doing their own thing. And that's very fair. We had planned to have them on sometime in the next couple of months anyway. So I'm sure that will still happen. And I'm sure Tom will get brought up at that point. But for now, I know if it was my father that had just passed away, I think it would be tough for me to come on a podcast and talk about that. So I didn't want to put that. I didn't want to even like directly ask them that. I wanted to make it clear if they want to be involved, I want them there, but they don't need to be there for now.
I think it's a good show though. I think it'll be a good time, and like how I shared it today is just like, sharing memories, so special memories, and having people really understand the way that he's touched others, like other people's lives, is so special and so important. And I think it's a really good show to have, and I think it'll be really a good tribute to who he is and him as a person. So I think it'll be really good.
Yeah, I hope so. I'm upset with myself and sad that we, at the Dallas show, we had talked to Tom and Alicia and Josh about having, all of them come on like back-to-back weeks on Late to the Mic. And I'm sad that we didn't get them on.
Get to
I
do
was
that. Yeah.
I was planning on like talking to him at Daytona and scheduling stuff, and I'm sad about that, but I hope the tribute episode goes well. I think it will, and
I think it will.
we'll see.
Like I said, I think it's important that people realize or like know how
Yeah.
he's affected others and touched their lives, and
Absolutely.
it's just a good time, and cathartic for a lot of people too.
Yeah, and I didn't want to do it right away either. I wanted to,
Yeah.
give it a week or two to breathe, and just like
Absolutely.
they had they had a memorial or a celebration of life last weekend, and then there was Schaumburg, and so like there was opportunities for people to kind of grieve and walk through and talk through some stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping people don't see it as like too soon or trying to just get clicks or anything like that. Like Tom was a big part of my life, big part of a lot of our lives, and I just want to share that with people. So
yeah, I think Tom was one of those people that is just so genuinely kind and friendly and nice.
Yeah.
And so is Josh,
Yeah,
so are Josh and Alicia.
absolutely. Yes.
So like even if you don't know Tom, or you haven't had like if you don't have a Tom story, the chances are you have like a Josh story and Alicia story, like and Josh always talks so highly of his dad, and it's just it is one of those things that whenever you lose someone, people tend to talk about like the best of them. But the thing with Tom is I don't think anyone has anything negative to say. He's just such a nice, friendly, reach out, give you advice in like the most, and not in a like this is how you do this, but more of a like this is what I do if you'd like to try that. Just such a genuine guy that even like whenever we'd say hi to him at a show, I doubt he even remembered who we were, but he'd always big friendly smile. How are you guys doing?
That big smile, right? Jesus.
It's tough, and I just think that so many people have that experience that they do. They want to share it, and they want to share it with everyone. So I think
he's just like such a kind, like one of a kind, like nice, genuine person that deserves to have a good moment of people like sharing their experience. And I feel like it, you don't do that for everybody, but he's one of the people that you definitely do that and really give that out to him, to them. So for sure.
Yeah. So I'm there's gonna be a lot of tears, definitely on my side. But it'll be good. So we'll get through it. And
well, now that we've made everybody depressed,
no, guys, it's I want it to be a celebration. It's not depressing.
No, it is. No, it's a celebration.
It's
a celebration of who he is.
I told my mom the other day, I'm just sad I lost my friend, and it's not all right, but it's gonna be okay, and that's what we all kind of work through, right? But tomorrow is we're gonna talk about how great a person he was, and that's exciting. Mm-hmm. I'm looking forward to it. So anyway, all right, what else we got? What else we doing here, guys?
Well, I think we usually do try to keep it like around an hour, so I don't think we have a whole lot more time. Yeah,
on that negative note, Jesus.
No. I was just gonna say, I did kind of want to talk about a couple little things just because of the time of year, just kind of like where can people find you. But in this case, you had talked about vending, possibly AARPE in Charlotte, and also doing Tinley. You don't vend often, but when you do vend those kinds of shows, I think are you bringing animals to show off? Are you bringing animals to sell? What is your goal at a show like that?
It's a mix of both, right? We're gonna bring animals that definitely are targeted for that specific show, and like we want to make sales, because it helps cover costs, and it's just a nice influx of cash. Is always a positive. There are definitely animals that we bring to show off, but most of those animals still probably are for sale as well. So it's kind of like,
you got the wallet.
Yeah, everything is gonna be for sale that we bring.
Everything has a price.
Yeah, realistically, everything has.
They've got to pay me, so everything has.
Yeah,
a price.
Everything has a price. It's just whether or not you're willing to pay the sentimental prices on some stuff. But we're going to bring an assortment, you know, at October Tinley or March Tinley, sorry. You know, there were probably only 1 or 2 animals I'd say were like show off animals, whereas everything else was, you know.
So that's all you had?
That's it. Yeah, that's all we produced. 1 or 2 show off animals. It was a rough year.
Mm.
But yeah, mostly for sale. I think showing off animals is really cool. I think the industry though isn't, I don't want to say an awkward phase, but social media makes it so that most of the show off animals have already been seen by the time they get to shows.
Yeah, and but there's something about seeing them in person.
There is.
That's the first time we saw that sunset puzzle in person. Oh, that was fun. And then Brock was walking around the show with it in his pocket.
So crazy, right? I think though I think social media helps filter out the show off animals, right? Because we may hatch something out that we're like, oh, this is like really cool. And then no one on social media gives 2 shits about it. And so you're like, okay, maybe we don't need to bring that one to the show, but then like something else that people are losing their mind over, you're like, all right, let's bring this. So I think it helps filter it out a little bit so you kind of know what show off animals to bring.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like we've had a different experience where we bring animals and we have people like come to our table to be like, oh yeah, you brought the XYZ. I was hoping to see that. I really wanted to see that in person. So we usually bring like 3 or 4 not for sales just to show them off. And also like if it's a gene that we're trying to push, it can be like, hey, this is a holdback, but these can make this. So
absolutely. Yeah, and we bring like good examples of stuff, and like we brought multiple tiers. So like lace is one of those animals that when you see them in person, they just look better.
Yeah, I know. So I wasn't part of the lace train until I saw them in person.
And they look good, right? And so for March Tinley, you know, we brought multiple levels of lace stuff, right? So it's like if you want to pay for double recessive lace stuff, we have that. If you don't, you know, you want to pay for the ingredients for that, we had that. If you want to pay for lace clown stuff, we had that. So I think that's also kind of where we do it is we'll tier stuff so that you have options of like what you want to buy at what stage to a certain point. So
ever since the like sunset clown incident in Pomona a couple weeks ago, I've seen a lot of like images or like videos that look like they've been taken and shared by people who have like a camera behind their table or like a camera over their table. Yeah. Do you think, because I'd never seen anything like that before, do you think that's going to become more common, more popular? Is that something that you feel like you would do?
Yeah, so we have Wi-Fi wise cameras. So like,
and you've always done that, or you?
Yeah. We know what's going on.
So. Yeah. Well, so my thoughts on it are, this is where I'm wondering, do you let people know you have the cameras? Because I didn't know you guys had them, but I've only seen you vend once. Do you let people know that you have the cameras to deter them from even trying, or do you hide the cameras so that they don't know what to avoid?
You know, I don't know what the right answer to that question is.
Like if it comes up, sure, I'll tell you we have. Like, I mean,
yeah, I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not necessarily. I've seen some tables where they put a sign up and they're like, "Smile, you're on camera." So it's this weird thing, right? Where I think we're trying to put up this really nice aesthetic and professional look, and that the security camera signage doesn't really go with that look.
Yeah. I agree.
And I really also think if a theft is going to happen, especially in a setup like ours, where it's in the ARS, you know, enclosures where like everything has to be open all at once. If a theft is going to happen there, it's either going to happen after all the, you know, vendors have left for the day and it's the overnight security guard situation, or it's at the end of the show where you know, you're putting everything into deli cups or whatever. If it's the overnight, sorry, what?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, so if it's the overnight situation, they're not going to see your sign for Smile, you're on camera anyway, so it doesn't matter. And if it's the deli cup thing, once again, you're potentially have already pulled the security cameras down by then.
And that was something I was wondering about with like Tim's. Like he got the person on camera, but they're just somebody who was there. It's not somebody recognized. And I think that's the majority of people who walk by your table are people that you don't actually know. And you might have their image, but that doesn't mean you're going to be able to find them if they're just you know, a
Right.
random person who walked in. I
Right.
think what was so shocking about the Sunset Clown situation was that it was one of the people behind the table. Like, even if, you know,
So this may
no matter that's the person you trust to watch while you're not there, you know.
So
But, yeah.
I realize that I feel like the mantra of the show is Patrick's pessimistic, and that probably is true.
Yeah, I think that's the mantra of your life, Patrick.
Yeah,
You're always
probably.
bringing
That's
us down.
fair. But I mean, if I had an animal go missing at a show, the first people I'm looking at are the people that are behind the table. It's kind of the same thing of like, if a woman gets murdered, the first person they investigate is the husband. He's probably the one that did it. Like, I just really, they're the ones that have the easiest access to it, generally speaking. So
I think that, from what I understand, I feel like that is also the first place that was
investigated. Yeah.
I think they knew. I think they knew what was going on, but they kind of played it as if they didn't.
They had an idea. Yeah.
I think they knew, but I think they played it as if they didn't, in hopes of getting their animal back, and it did work out. I don't know what has been shared intentionally by the owner of the animal.
So I don't want to say too much because I don't know what it is. Yeah,
so I don't want to like put them on blast, but I think everybody.
Go do some sleuthing, people, and you can know you can find out the tea. There it is.
Yeah, the tea, if you will.
The tea. And with
that, the animal has been returned to the owner.
Molly, you calm down. We're having real talk now. We spent 47 minutes talking about how much you hate Taylor Swift. Now we're talking about snakes, okay? This is what the people came for. You know what? Hold on. I can mute this. Let me see here. Let's just get rid of her. Bye, Molly.
I'm sorry.
Bye.
I didn't give him this power. He gave himself this power.
Bye. Problem solved.
Yeah, kicked her out. I thought you were muting her.
You're back. Hey, Molly, we missed you. Okay, but seriously, any more questions, Courtney, before we get out of here?
No. So where can people find you?
Molly, where can they find us?
Oh, you can find us everywhere on Chimera Reptiles, literally everywhere. YouTube, especially.
Arvin just got here. I'm sorry, Arvin.
Please watch our videos on YouTube. Please.
That's good.
It's not that I'm not a Swiftie. I'm just indifferent. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Indifferent.
Yeah, it's fine. You're allowed to. Yeah, it's okay.
I'm indifferent.
It's okay. Yeah, guys, like you said,
did you share Patrick's personal number, or do you want me to?
Oh yeah, let me just go ahead and.
Yeah, it's 972-243-3487, guys. Feel free to text at any time. The odds of me texting you back are about 3%. Yeah, so good luck there, guys.
That's not the number you gave me.
Awkward.
Who have I been talking to?
Awkward.
Yes. Also, go look at our Snakes on Morph Market.
Yeah,
we actually just posted a bunch last Friday. So
we did. Yeah,
we have the whole newest selection. So
do it, guys. And then lastly, please go check out Late to the Mic. We air every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. Tomorrow's episode is going to be really good. It's going to be emotional, but it's going to be a great episode. We try to, kind of fly by the seat of our pants and have a good time. So please go like and subscribe there as well. And that's all I got, guys.
All right. Well, thank you, Patrick, for coming on.
Thanks for having me, guys. We'll see y'all soon.
Bonus Partho.
Bye, guys. Have a great night.